A-Rod went on his podcast and said, or I forget whose podcast, he said, Rob Manfred,
he's got a podcast.
For all that he's done in the last couple of years, should be in the Hall of Fame of baseball. Put into Cooperstown right now all the positive changes made by the great Manfred has put the game in a new position. He's getting them ready to advance to the future. Errol, how do you feel about the great A-Rod statements here?
Well, A-Rod must be getting on his hands and knees and giving somebody a blowjob, because there is no way in hell Rob Manfred should be or ever go to the Hall of Fame. And maybe he believes that Rob Manfred will actually push him into the Hall of Fame, because he was the same guy that screwed him, and he was one of the guys that really brushed him under the rug when it all came out and open. That guy is a complete moron. There's no reason why anybody should believe that Rob Manfred should ever go to the Hall of Fame. And it shows you the incompetence of A-Rod. A-Rod obviously doesn't know the game anymore, and maybe he's lost in translation, or maybe his head's so far up, the one and only Joba's ass, because he is absolutely lost in translation. Maybe he's hanging out with Bill Murray. Maybe he can't sing that, take me out to the ball game like that lady did, that podcaster at the Cubs game. Absolutely joke. I such a stupid statement. It just shows you how stupid A-Rod is. Shame on you, A-Rod.
Speedy, what is your favorite of the Manfred changes that have been made in the last couple of years?
Is that your cucumber, or are you happy to see
There's not
me?
many of them. I actually did like the only one I kind of do like is the 3-batter minimum, because I didn't like when one pitcher, then another pitcher comes in for one hitter, and then all that stuff. I'm good with the 3-batter minimum. Besides that, not much at all.
Goody, how we doing, buddy?
We're good. We're good.
It's awesome you got to make it. I was just texting you to join as soon as you hopped in.
That's a little
great.
goodie right there.
So, same question to you, man. This is a wild statement from A-Rod. I just wanted to hear what you had to say about the success or maybe lack thereof of Manfred with some of these changes to the game the last couple of years.
I don't think a lot of people are his biggest fan, but I will say watching a baseball game in under 3 hours as a fan is pretty awesome. But I'm a traditionalist when it comes to this. I do like the loogies, the left-handed one-out guys that would come in. I'll play with a lot of those guys prior to the change that was made. So I do like the chess match and having a left-on-left matchup come in for one or two hitters and then be taken out. I know that brings the game, it makes the game a little bit longer. They have a 3 in front of the hour mark instead of a 2, which not a lot of people really liked. But at the end of the day, baseball it shouldn't be on a time limit. It's one of the only sports that are not on a time limit, and so I think it should have stayed that way. But that being said, though, one of the rules, I don't know if it was under Manfred or not, but I liked hard slides into second base. I know that they changed that, and I also like the plays at the plate. I brought that up to Brian McCann in 2015, and he immediately responded, "Well, you have Giancarlo Stanton running down third base, and see how you coming from third to home, and see how you like standing in front of home plate guarding it." I said, "You know what? You're right." So I guess for player safety, that's probably a good rule that he's implemented. Aside from that, though, I mean, I don't know.
Hall of Fame.
I'm not gonna comment too much on this.
You're gonna put him in the Hall of Fame? Yes or no?
Would I put him in the Hall of Fame?
Yes. Would you
for
put
what?
him? Yeah, exactly. I rest my case. No. A-Rod's on drugs. What a joke. What the freak is he drinking? I was about to say something else, but he must be drinking something. Maybe he's drinking Manfred's cum. You brought up players that don't want to throw himself under the bus. Josh Towers did. Mensch did. I can name players that you can compare to yourselves. Every one of them attack. I could go to NHL players that have attacked Gary Bettman over the line. Chris Chelios was on NHL, what was that? Saturday night or Sunday night, who came and took shots at Gary Bettman on some of his draft, the way he set up his draft.